Okay, so I wanted to get away from eBay for years and years and years, and not 2 years ago, I decided to start my journey. I had a dream, had a vision, and I set myself goals, and you know what? I finally got there. You know, you can always have a dream, but if you don't set yourself goals and targets, it is just a dream. And I've today actually reached, well, this week I've reached massive milestones in my business. I'm going to share these milestones with you, have a little chat about the journey, show you some of my favorite finds throughout the last two years or so. And well, what can I say? I'm just so excited. Today's a celebration, so we need a little bit of fireworks. And there we have some. I stole some fireworks off Google. Happy days, it's a celebration. And that is a real smile. As you know, I worked eBay and the shop for, well, probably a couple of decades, a long time. And I was really, really worried that eBay had a lot of power over my job, over my business, whether I was in business, they could flip a switch and delete my account. And at one point, I had like 1,000 items on eBay. And I thought, if they delete that, that's months of work lost. And I thought, you know, I got to make steps forward towards my own goal, being my own boss, being my own power, and having my own business. Not controlled by someone else, but controlled by me. So I set out and had a website built. Now, I used a company called Upwork, and I sourced out for people to do the work for me. And I'm going to show you a little bit of my website in a minute. And I'm very, very proud of my website. It's really, for me, it's exactly what I envisioned. We worked well together, myself and the web designer, everything, and it is absolutely wonderful. But the most important thing about a website isn't just that it looks good. It's got to perform. It has got to perform. Now, I will say I've had many questions. How long did it take you to get off eBay? Things like that. And I'm gonna do a Q&A video because I've got loads of them. But I will tell you, it took me like 6-7 months to get this website to actually start performing. It took 6 months of hard work. But I had a vision. I stuck with my vision. I've worked very, very hard, and it's finally paying off. So, what can I say? Massive celebration today. Let's take a look first at the website, and then I'm going to share with you some of the things. I'm only going to give you a quick brief outlook at the website. Let's share. So this is what you're presented with when you go to AntiquesArena.com. You have my little home page, a little bit telling you about what we offer, things like that. You know, welcoming you to Antiques Arena. Check out for collections and vintage collectibles, take you to the shop there. All the services we offer, things like that, our blogs. And then we come down all the way down to featured products, which is basically just the newest listed. And then I had a link originally to my eBay store, which I'm going to leave there because you never know, I may decide to run a 99p auction or a $4.99 auction and out stuff. Then you come across to the About Us page, and it's everything about me. It's about how I got into the antiques briefly, why I love antiques. It's about, you know, what antiques mean to me. It's about my family, everything. Now, this was a lot of work in progress. This was actually written by a writer in Scotland, a female writer in Scotland, and then I edited it, put my own touch on it on how I wanted it to read. But being slightly dyslexic, I struggled, so I outsourced, as I say, all the information. And at the bottom of every page, you get featured products and blogs. Then, obviously, my blog posts. I write blogs not as often as I should, and you got all different blogs. I got a personal blog there. I've got interesting and helpful blogs on antiques. I got 3 pages of blogs, so what's that? About 40 blogs, something like that. 36 blogs. I got a contact us page where people can contact us. And I've also learned valuable lessons. You've got to have the capture robot there, because otherwise you get inundated with spam. I had about 10,000 in one day. I got a terms and conditions page where I write my own terms and conditions. I'm not dictated to by eBay or anything. As long as my terms and conditions fall in line with the UK laws, that is all I need. And I got my thing. And then we come to my shop. So you come to my shop, all down the left-hand side here, if you're looking on a computer or tablet or laptop, you'll have all the categories, and you can sort by latest items, popularity, average price, high to low or low to high. And what I'm super proud of, if you come down here and take a look, I've got 252 pages. The last page has only got one item on there, so 251 pages, which breaks my target of 3,000 items. I wanted 3,000 items on the website by the summer when the car boot sales started back up. I've actually beat it. It is the 24th of March, 23, and I'm about a month and a half, 2 months early on what I wanted to achieve. 3,000 items on this website. And if I was to go highest price, just to give you an idea, right, you'll have a shock. Highest price, 10,000, 4,000, 3,000, 3,000, 2,500, 2,000, 2,000. There's a lot of expensive gear on you. 1,500, 1,500s. It goes all the way down. Cheapest item on this like 15, 20 quid, and it goes all the way up. Highest price is £10,000. There's a lot of good variety on this website. There really is. But 3,000 items. But as I said earlier, it's not just about looking good. A website has to perform. It's no good if it doesn't perform. I told you it took 6 to 7 months before the website even started. So in a little over a year, I have had 305 sales. 2 this morning now that I'm processing, 300 completed, and 3 that I've had a refund. So out of 305, my refund amount has been 3. That's a very, very low return rate. And believe it or not, one of those was damaged, one was lost overseas, and one they returned. So I've only really had one returned item where they were a bit, okay, I'd like to return it. But I offer free return, 14 days, no quibble. You don't need an excuse. You just say, I want to return it, please. As long as it's within 14 days of receiving it. I don't even ask questions and I pay for the refund. And I think it's that built the confidence up for people. 305 sales in a year. It doesn't sound a lot to a lot of you, but I'll give you examples. I'm selling lamps at £500, rings, brooches, £1,000. It's all high-end items. Just today alone, I don't know whether I can't do it because it's live. I don't want to show anyone's info. I've sent off like 3 parcels today. They come to like £650 for three pieces. So they're high-end items. So 305 sales of high-end items is a very good wage in just over a year. So the website is performing. And just to give you an idea on the view count, I should have that here. Look at that. My 30-day total is 11,000 visitors to the website. I do share all these things to my Facebook group, or Facebook page rather, regularly. All the new listings I advertise on the Facebook page and so forth. But yeah, 30-day history, 11,000 people visiting my website. Now, I've worked eBay for a long time, and I can tell you now, eBay may be a worldwide business, right? But you have to pay now to advertise in Canada and America and things like that. It ain't automatic. They can search eBay UK in America and that, but you got to pay to advertise every single item in America. So it isn't an actual worldwide thing anymore. Not like it used to be. And I can guarantee you, none of you again hits like 11,000 in a month. I know that for a fact. Nobody is. Not on eBay. I talk to a lot of people who are on eBay, and I am so proud my website's achieving that. If anybody wants to know how I've achieved it and what I've done to build up to this stage, I'm going to put a link in the description. I done a video just before Christmas, what platform basically should you sell on eBay or the website. I'll you quite a lot on how to start your own website, how to get it successful and get business running and flowing freely through it and get people to it. couple of people commented, is it because I have a YouTube channel, I drive a lot of traffic over? Well, I do drive traffic over, but if you watch that video, it was a very low percentage coming from YouTube. A lot of it was coming from Google. So, Google search engine, so that's my articles and my products, and a lot of returning customers. The reason people come back is because I put such good, unique, interesting, and wonderful items up for sale, rather than just run of the mill. Talking about my YouTube, I hit another milestone on YouTube. 14,073 subscribers. Now, it's been quite slow this last year, but I am so proud. 14,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube. That may not sound a lot for, some channels. My brother's got something like 250,000. But for me, 14,073 people want to subscribe to my channel, want to watch my content, want to see the antiques I find. I find that absolutely amazing. Absolutely. I can't thank you all enough. So not only is my YouTube growing, as I say, I'm over 14,000 this year. I'm hoping now break 15, 16,000 by next year. That's my goal now for January. Now I've reached my goals, I'll make new goals. I always keep driving forward and never just sit down and think, oh, I made it, I can just stop. Reach my goals, make new goals. Always keep stretching myself and moving the target forward. Keep the goal line further away. Keeps you motivated, keeps you working hard. I want, by the end of this year, I would like, to be totally honest with you, 5,000 items. By Christmas, I'd like 5,000 items on the website if I can, and be up 15 or 16,000 on YouTube. That's my goal for this year now. And bear in mind, I got all the car boot sales to go as well this year now, so they're going to have some very, very interesting pieces. Let me give you an idea of some of the pieces I've bought off car boot sale, as to why people have been coming back to my website. And these are some of my favorite pieces and some of my better finds. So we're going to start off here. These were breathtaking. I think I paid some like £350, £350 for them. And these are hand forged, double-headed eagle memorials off some building. I'll read the description to you in a minute. Now look at that. That is absolutely breathtaking. Now, how they haven't sold, I don't know. I had a couple of people message me. I've had one company in America wanting them. But when you look at the shipping, because they're like 40 or 50 kilos, it's absolutely astronomical to ship these out there. They're really, really heavy, hand-forged iron. What were they off? They were off, I think they were German. Yeah, it was the Imperial Eagle, derived from the Roman eagle standard, used by the Holy Roman Emperors in the modern coats of arms of Germany. Including those of the Second German Empire, 1871 to 1918, and the Weimar Republic of 1919 to 1933, and the Nazi Germany 1933 to 1945. So these were probably off a factory in Germany that was probably producing some munitions or something like that. You never know. It could have been on the gates of some big manor house. You just don't know. But they're important. And I've never seen anything like them since or before. And about 350 quid, something like that. Fabulous find. Then I bought this. I bought this a few years ago. And this is a painting, a watercolor painting by an artist called George Chalders. Now, this artist died from overwork, believe it or not. He used to put so much work into his paintings that it killed him. He'd paint with such a tiny brush. This painting came in for something like £4 from Bessemer. Got a little bit of water damage there, as you can see. Neither here nor there. It is a signed example, George Chalders. I took this to Bonhams and had it confirmed. And, they were telling me, oh, yeah, he's up there with the likes, really up there. What was it he worked with? It does say. I'm not sure. Was it Gainsborough's or something like that he was working with? He was up there, classed as some of the top English watercolor 19th century artists anyway. And they said they're out of fashion. And they offered me, I think it was 1,500 to 2,000 or something like that estimate. And they said, you're having a laugh. I said all the ones I was finding was crazy money. but a very, very rare listed artist. Should be in a museum. And that came in for like £4, £5. It was something like that a couple of years ago. This came in this year in the summer holidays from Splot car boot sale before it shut down. This is a 19th century, it looks like a chair. It's an Ashanti African chief's throne. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I found the identical one in a sale, or for sale in a gallery in London for £4,000. Now you can say, well, okay, that's London, but let's be honest, they're selling online. I'm selling online. There's no difference. We're selling to the same people. And this chair or throne for the Asante people, basically they used to have, the chief would sit on the throne or the chair, and all his people then would sit on the floor in front of him. And they also had courts where the more chairs they had, the higher and more authority they had. You know, full history of it there. I paid £20 for that chair from a house clearance van in Splot. I undercut the London sale room, but that's going to end up in a museum somewhere. This is breathtaking. I bought this from Splot Market again off a fellow dealer. I buy off regular. And this is 18 karat gold set with multiple rubies. I know the colors look a bit amethysty, but they're not. They're rubies. They've been tested by a gem tester. Absolutely beautiful. Very large, very heavy brooch, 18 karat gold. There you go. Absolutely breathtaking. And that came into me for scrap. He literally sold it to me for scrap price. Well, I've got 1,450 on there. And I think it's worth every penny of that. Again, this come in from Splot Market at scrap price. 18 karat white gold with a full carat of diamonds. There's a full carat of diamond in that ring, and it came into me for scrap weight, whatever the weight was at the current time. I think it was like 160 quid, something like that. An absolutely beautiful thing. This I bought off the same dealer as I bought the gold and ruby brooch off, believe it or not, at a different time. And this is absolutely breathtaking. What was it? Yeah, it's 18th century German traveling cutlery set with horn handles and steel and antler. And this here in the bowl of the spoon is a full inscription, which I have a follower or a friend, Stan, and he translated it all for me. And I've put it all in here and it's all translated. But that is such a rare traveling set. I can't even read the German, but the English translation of what is on the spoon is, "Life without you is as stressful for me," and it is written in Sutalin, which I believe was a banned language. On the back of it, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you all the photos. It's absolutely beautiful. So basically, it's a love spoon. You can see them there holding hands, and it's basically saying that, you know, they can't be apart, basically. It's too stressful to be away from each other. I absolutely adore this. I think it was about 120 quid, 140 quid, something like that. He charged me for this. There's the translations that stand in for me, which I am extremely grateful for, because I could never have done that. I am very fortunate. Some of the followers I have are absolutely amazing source of help. And this was beautiful. I purchased this from Malvern Antique Fair. Again, I paid about £160 for it. It's a Elkington & Co. silver over copper classical Taza, 1857, after Benvenuto Cellini. Anyway, the identical one is in the museum. And the one in the museum is not in as good a condition as mine. Have a look at this. Look at that. Is that not just breathtaking? It is absolutely stunning. And again, the one in the museum is not in as good a condition as the one I've got. It might have been 180 I paid for it, actually. But either way, it came in for less than £200. And it's an absolutely gorgeous thing. I only buy what I like anyway. This was quite sad. This come in to me from Splot Market. I think I paid 50 quid. And you have a service letter or an honour letter thanking someone for their service, and the burial flag. Signed Ronald Reagan. Is probably a facsimile signature, but what was it? Monty D Jenkins. Obviously, a letter of thanking him for his service. There's a picture of Monty there. And it was dated, what's the date on that? July the 7th, 98, I think it is, something like that, or 88. It'll be wrote down in the thing, in the description. And there it is, a flag that was draped over the coffin, and I think that was quite a sad thing, really, to be honest, to find at a car boot sale. 1988. Yeah, date of 1988 for there. And I've also got a full history of Mr. Jenkins there. Born in 1921 and died in 1987. Enlisted in 1943 and served through the Second World War. So I do like military items, but they always come with a sad story, unfortunately. This was stunning. We have an Elkington & Co. silver plate charger, Bellerophon upon Pegasus. Now, a subscriber bought this off me, so if you're watching the channel, thank you very much if you're watching this video. And it was bought because her partner was going away for work, I think it was work, and she bought this for him to take with him as a present off his partner. She was a lovely lady. And look at that. Is that not just absolutely stunning? Fully signed Elkington. Registration number. There you go. What did I sell for? So it sold for $450. I think I paid about $200 for it. So it didn't come in for nothing. This is a very recent one. I've only just listed this one in the last week or so. And this is a rare World War I dog tag stamping kit. So basically you had the bronze anvil, the bronze hammer, and it's all stamped up there with the military stamps. There's the hammer, bronze hammer. There's the plate. And what it done dog tags and it done the meat cans. And then they would stamp the people's name onto them. What you can see there, this bit here, is the plates, aluminium plates that it comes with. But that was a full set. And I just love the history. I had to think to myself, the people's names that this punched into dog tags, 99.9% of them didn't come back from World War I. And I had to think, whose names did it, punch in, and were they important people in the war efforts and everything? It's just a real bit of history. And down in the description here, I actually got links where there's one in the museum and they're talking about her in the museum and so forth. There's links in my description. That's another thing I can do that you can't on eBay, I think. I don't think you can, is external links to other products. I can do that. I bought this in Splot Market again. Solid silver Jaguar. And it is absolutely stunning. Look at that. It's got the engine there. Fully hallmarked up the side. I believe this was a gift from Switzerland. Maybe a banking gift or something like that. I can't remember. What was it? E-type Jag. Yeah, I can't remember. But I'm sure when I looked them up, they were gifts from a bank in Switzerland. And then we're back to the website. So there's just a little look at some of my favorite buys and some of my best buys, to be honest with you. When you're buying something for £4, it's up for 3,000, or £20, it's up for 4,000. There's some cracking buys. I want to thank everybody who watches my YouTube channel. I want to thank everybody who comes to the website and looks at the website. I I couldn't have done this without your support anyway. And to be honest, this is an inspirational video. If anybody out there wants to take control away from eBay, step away from eBay. Now, eBay charge you best part of 30%. Because by the time you pay your commission on your postage, you pay your commission on your sales, you pay your taxes on it all, then eBay just chuck on whatever charges extras they want, whether you want to pay sub headings, extra headings, or extra visibility and things like this, or promotional listings. You're losing best part of 30%. Everything I sell on my site, I lose like 2% or whatever it is, 2.5% to PayPal. That is it. Everything else is mine. So, it's an inspirational video. If you have ever wanted to do something, just start. Do it one step at a time. Don't look at the big picture. 3,000 items listed on there. Do you know, when I started, I used to think, oh my God, I could never get to 3,000 items. 3,000 items of good quality. And what can I say? If I can do it, anyone can do it, because I got no more brains than anyone else. I'm not gifted. Don't have an eidetic memory. Is it eidetic? I'm not sure. I'm not photographic memory or nothing. If I can do it, you can do it. It really is that easy. And if I can help anyone do it, you're free to contact me. Other than that, I think I'm done. I am so proud, so grateful, and just really, really pleased that the business, the website is all heading in the right direction. And yeah, roll on the summer this year, see what amazing finds I can get, and make some great videos and get it up for sale. I love antiques. I love the history. I love doing it. I love the treasure hunt. It's everything what's not to love. Thanks for watching, guys.